So Jesus said, verse 13, go your way as you believed. Be it unto you as you believed. He didn't touch him. He didn't anoint him with oil. He didn't go to the house. He said, as you believe. What did he believe? If you say he's healed, he's healed. That's what he believed. The word of faith. So I take the Bible, which is the word of faith, and put those words in my mouth, and my mouth begins to speak. As you have believed. Now look at John 4. This is a man who came on behalf of his son. Verse 46. We're just talking about speaking the word. Faith has a voice. Speak the word. Speak the word. Speak the word. That's a great song. I'm not singing it. Verse 46. So Jesus came into Cana of Galilee where he had made the water wine, and there a certain nobleman whose son was sick at Capernaum. When he heard that Jesus was come out of Judea into Galilee, he went unto him and besought him that he would come down and heal his son, for he was at the point of death. Now Jesus said unto him, except you see signs and wonders, you will not believe. Now here's the thing. He wouldn't turn loose. It's easy to turn loose when you're in pain. It's easy to turn loose when it's expensive and there's some medicine you really need. One gentleman whose wife needed a prescription, very, very expensive, and he went in to get it, and they told him how much it was, and he couldn't pay for it. But see, if you don't turn loose, God has a way where there is no way. Prescriptions aren't for everybody, but if they're for you, you know that. Do that. So he's out in the car, and he's telling his wife, I couldn't pay for it. And here comes the lady behind the desk in the pharmacy. She said, we okayed it with the boss. It's free. Because where you depend on God, do you think God's dependable? Huh? I'm from Auburndale, so that's, is okay. Is it okay in Lakeland? Jesus prompted him, if you don't see a magnificent sign, you're going to give up. But he wouldn't give up. He held tight. So you're going to speak the word, and you're going to keep speaking the word, and you're going to hold tight to the word, and you're going to annoy people with the word. You say, did I tell you my favorite verse today? God has made an utter end. This affliction will not arise the second time. We're not doing that again because God ended it. He's ended it. He's ended it. And if it helps you to whisper it, whisper it. If it helps you to shout it, shout it. In here, it doesn't matter. And if you want to get in your closet at home, that's okay with God and I. He said, come down ere my child die. Jesus said, go your way, your son lives. Go home. Now, if he believes the word, Jesus is not going to touch him. He's not going to anoint him with oil. No great miracle, except this was a miracle of healing. I'll show you the difference in a minute. But no obvious instant miracle that this man could see. Do you know how far this man was from his hometown? 16 miles. Do you know how he got there? He walked. Well, he didn't get there till the next day. And on the way home, he met his servants who said, your son lives. And he said, when was that? And he said, yesterday at the 7th hour. And that was the very hour that Jesus told him to go home. Your son lives. It's just a word. It's just a word. It's just a word. But it was a word he could believe. It was a word from the Master. It was a word from God. Go home. And he went home. Verse 54, this again, the second miracle Jesus did. The first was turn the water into wine. There's a difference in a miracle of healing and working of miracles. A lot of times people said that was a miracle, and it really was a miracle of healing. It wasn't the working of miracles. That's where God parted the Red Sea and turned, what was it he turned into lice? Something in Egypt. That's a working of miracle. The axe head that he commanded to float, and it floated to the top of the water, that's a miracle. A miracle is when things cannot happen that way. It's absolutely, totally impossible. It's against the laws of nature. That's a miracle. This is a healing miracle. And he went home. Now, all he did was believe that when God said so, it's so. That's amazing, isn't it?